this afternoon. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to talk over the mic. I'm trying to keep the phone cold. You know? Let's see. I'm trying to keep the phone cool. So, it had to cool off in here a little bit first. And, once it cooled off, I knew the fan would die down and it wouldn't be that bad. Let me know if it's a little better. Let me know if it's a little better. So I lost this morning's stream, the audio for more than half of the video. All gone. Everything I said. My $1 million jokes. Cure to cancer. All the most amazing things you've ever heard in your entire life. All gone. All gone. I revealed some of my most long-standing secrets. Just everything. Now nobody will get to hear it. And far be it for me to repeat myself. It's just not my style. It's a bit better, but it's still drowning me out a bit. I just figure putting it up here. Here. There's this. There's this. We'll put it up here, and we'll just hope for the best. Is that good? Let me tilt that back a tad. Is that good? Is that excellent? Such a weird view. It's all good. It's all good. Alright. Somebody was calling me names. Yeah. And I guess I have no idea what you heard of this morning's stream, so I'll repeat some of what I said. Obviously, I got through the part about Jesus being the one whom I'm loyal to, which is the most important thing. Makes me wonder. So a dude named I want to say Kylo Ren. That's not his name at all. Nick Rowe, that's what it was. Nick Rowe. It took me a minute to access that part of my database, and I don't know if you heard me say that this morning, because I didn't watch my whole video. I just saw that it jacked up, and that's all I know. But if I repeat myself with anything, it is what it is. And it's not a joke about accessing my database, and then I made fun of you guys for being earthlings. That part is a little bit of a joke, but only a little bit. So this dude named Nick Rowe revealed to me the secret of why I'm getting all these thumbs down, and I called this morning's stream relieved or relieving. I can't remember which, because it was very relieving to discover that the reason that I was getting all the thumbs downs was because they thought that I support Owen Benjamin, as opposed to talk about his stuff, which, there's a difference. Anyway, this Nick Rowe and Adonai's Judgment and all these other people, some of them may be offended that I'm calling Gedjo impossible to be a Gedjo and a Christian at the same time. Some of them I think are offended about that because maybe they are Gedjos. And if they're Gedjos, that's between them and God. God's the one that will judge them. But if they're Gedjos and they claim to be Christians, I'm here to tell them they're one or the other, or they're a liar. So that's how that works. You can't be a Gedjo and a Christian. It's not how it works. So a couple of videos ago, I named a video Gedjo Mafia is in the title, and I explained in that video why I was using the word Gedjo. It has nothing to do with monetization, but it does have to do with continuing to avoid any situation of what's the word? Any situation. Wow, bro, how slow are you going? That's cool. I just don't like to use my brakes, that's all. Gedjo is Esperanto, okay? Gedjo, are we still live? It says live. Looks like there's one person here, so. If my audio goes out or some crazy thing happens, please just let me know. Looks like I'm bottoming out as far as data goes. It says 4 frames per second, which is just pretty terrible. Not quite sure what that's all about. Is it the heat? It doesn't feel that hot. I don't think it's the heat. But we're at 3 frames a second. 7 frames a second. It's pretty bad. I hope it's not, oh no. This Streamlabs thing, being able to do it from the phone is, got pros and cons. Obviously. Pros and cons. I've got the unlimited data package. What else can I do? I don't have $50, $60, $150, $200 a month to buy an extra hotspot, because those cost, they're about $200 a month if I were to stream twice a day, like I want to. All right, then if it's all the movement, let's just do that. Is that better? Is that a whole lot better? We'll just zoom into my face. Does that improve things? I mean, what am I gonna do? Huh? Here, let's do this. There we go. Is that good? Is that amazing? Is that so incredible? Is that so incredible? It still says 7 frames per second. I hear what you're saying about the little overlay. I have no idea how to do any of that. Yeah, I mean, I guess ideally I would be in a studio with all the professional equipment that normal people use. Zoomed in my face. I feel like I'm living slow motion when I look at myself in the camera. It looks like I'm living a life of slow motion. It's terrifying, actually. Oh boy. Well, we'll just roll with it. We'll roll with it. I got you, Whistle Boy. I know you're trying to help. I appreciate you. All right, so these people, they did all this stuff. Lots of thumbs down. They brought their friends, and it's all because they think that I support Owen. And I've watched Owen's stuff, but I keep on trying to let people know I'm sick and tired of the sodomy. I'm not a fan of sodomy, so I'm probably going to be really reducing or being extremely selective. I think I'm just going to have a no sodomy policy. If I hear anything about a man's body part or sodomy, I think I'll just turn it off. That's going to be my rule of thumb. If he can talk about something without talking about sodomy, then fine. But otherwise, I'm going to take him at his word and say, yeah, it's not for me. So that's my rule as far as that goes. So I went to work today. I got to work, clocked in at 4:30. It's pretty early. And clocked out at 2. I'm on my way home. Got to get to an appointment. And that's about all there is to say about that. But pray for me. You know, like a good Baptist, I'm going to say, pray for me. I've got an unspoken. Pray for me. I have an unspoken. You know, sometimes it's just not the right time. It's not about secrets, per se, but timing is important. Timing is important. So, you know, it's just not fair to make certain announcements or anything like that at all, unless it's a sure thing. But yeah, pray for me. I've got an unspoken. Well, I'm waiting for the 70-mile-an-hour sign, which I haven't seen yet. All of you are passing me as if I'm going under the speed limit. I am not. You are going over the speed limit. Alright, so couple of realizations today. Couple of mini epiphanies, which I like to share with you guys. Today, I kind of said, I need to make a drastic change in regards to sugar. I'm doing my walk. I'm sweating. Of course, I'm wearing long sleeves in 94-degree weather. It was at 10-something though, so it was probably only like 89, 88. I don't know. It was cooler. Yeah, Larry. I went extra early to work, set off early, and I've got some plans. But anyway, so I'm feeling my belly. I'm like, this isn't working. So I ate once on Sunday. Technically, I ate twice on Saturday. I ate once on Sunday. And, that's not working quite enough. So I need to continue to be more aggressive about my idle eating. Most of my eating is done at work, and I have junk in my drawers that I need to donate to my coworkers. And even that feels awkward. It's like, hey, I've got this stuff that's really great, but I'm not going to eat it because I don't want to kill myself. How about you guys have it? Hey, I care about my health a whole lot. Does anybody want this bag of Lucky Charms? You eat Lucky Charms? Hey, does anybody want these bags of Famous Amos? They're my favorite, not candy. They're my favorite stupid food that I could buy from a store, and I just really love the Famous Amos cookies. But I'm not going to eat them anymore because I care about my health. Does anybody want these? I don't know. What else? I'm like a little pack rat, you know? They had these like massive bowls of gummy bears and chocolate chips and stuff for the ice cream social, and I grabbed some and threw them in a Ziploc bag. Like, I'll save these for later. And I ate some today, and I was just like, I don't want to hate myself. This makes me hate myself. Why am I eating something that makes me hate myself? I think I need to change this up. I think I need to do this differently. So for some of you out there, alcohol is your thing. Okay? Sugar might not be your thing. If you know you're prone to addiction, you need to be aggressive, like a bear. Okay? Like a bear. And attack it. Maul it. Eat it alive. But don't eat it. Like, don't consume it. You know what I'm saying? Don't consume it. Just maul it. Destroy it.
Lost your mind.
What in tarnation? What in the world? Thing is. Alright. What in the world? What in tarnation? There we go. Yeehaw! I got me a grocery bag to prop my phone while it's on the fan. This thing is so jerry-rigged. I'll tell you what. I believe the proper terminology is necrophiliac rigged, sir. I believe it's necrophiliac rigged, sir. You don't need to do the Jerry. I think it's necrophiliac. Just saying. Just saying. So, alright, what is this? You can do a solid GW Bush giving a press conference on it. Aircraft carrier. Alright, let's see if we can crank this back to reality. AC. See how the temperature. It's I'll bought myself a little bit of time. Maybe you'll be able to hear me a little bit better. But yeah, the headphone mic, not a bad idea. I'll see if it's possible somehow, some way. I'll see if it's possible. See, I wish my Bluetooth headphones would be able to stream mic. I wish I could do a Bluetooth mic. That would be great. A Bluetooth mic while I live stream. But iPhone, just like, I don't know. You guys, we'll figure it out someday, some way. Someday, some way. Yeah, I wish I could really hone the G-Dub. But I'm just not a G-Dub expert. Waddle, waddle, waddle. I just saw some ducks, in case you're wondering. Waddle, 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 waddle. What, you're gonna roll your window down? What are you doing? What are you doing? I mean, everybody was speeding like a madman, and then they see you and they slow down. It's kind of interesting. Golly. Tell you what. Lapel mics are pretty inexpensive. Yeah, I get that, but how do you link it with your is it possible to do Bluetooth, first of all? Second, is it possible to have it worked temporarily, and then it finally just gave out? It just stopped working one day. I used to use it when I did PUBG, and it was how I played, because I could only get 2 rounds of PUBG in before the battery was dead. It would go through a whole charge, and this was a year ago. It would go through a whole charge in 2 games. That's an hour, 1 hour. PUBG was intense in regards to using up battery and processing power. It's a pretty intense game. So I gave up gaming, you know, and at the beginning of this conversation, I was explaining to you all, if you heard me or if it was going through it all, that sugary anything that's made, or let's see what the word for it is. I think this is the rule I want to set for myself and the rest of my life. I don't want anything that has sugar in it that was designed in a laboratory. You get what I'm saying? So like Coca-Cola, all the foods that have this bliss point of sugar. So most all processed foods that have sugar, that's what I want to avoid. I want to start making my own. I'd love to be able to make my own ketchup that is better than, basically the same. I'd love to make ketchup that's basically the same as Heinz or whatever, but no sugar. And if sugar, honey. Speaking of Farmunity, I mean, that's what Farmunity will be doing, is we will not be relying on processed foods at all. At all. Now, will we still be buying certain goods? Sure. For a time, we won't be slaughtering our own animals and stuff like that. But eventually, you gotta get there eventually. But all right, what's going on? You just plug it in, LOL. Yeah, I know the splitter didn't work, so I'll get a new splitter. No, you know, I'm not too good with words. You gotta pause on the words, though. I'm not too good with the words. Don't mess with Texas. Don't mess with Texas. Don't mess with Texas. I don't know. I've got to look at him. I've got to like take a look at a picture of the dude, listen to it a little bit, and rehearse. Voice acting is fun. You know, if you have a skill for, I don't think I have a skill. I've been told that I'm okay, but not. I don't think that I'm good at all. Because when I listen to myself, I'm like, no. I don't have the range. That's the problem for me. I don't really have the vocal range in depth, in bass. I can't really hit, I imagine doing Obama just fine, but I can't do Obama because I don't have the bass. And I'm all about that bass. No, I'm not all about that bass. You guys are crazy. Drew you up the whole thing on Adobe. I just sat down. Yeah. Whistleboy. Alright, DEVINJUMP@gmail.com. Okay, you already have my name. It's just at gmail.com. So, for the trolls that want to email me, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. I'll just, that's what that spam box is for. But otherwise, anyway, you get it. You said everything was designed in a lab? I mean, not everything. I mean, I'm talking about, the ingredients. Homemade everything. That's what I'm talking about. Homemade chocolate chips? No, just the best chocolate chips I can find, if I have to use chocolate chips. That was the other thing, is my wife we want to not have any chocolate ever that's below 65, which is a little hard to do, but that's the goal. I did not hear about YouTube's new policy, but I did hear about PayPal just started a new terms of service, and it is really bad. So here's the thing. This is bad. Here's what can happen. Back in the day, like not too long ago, if you were trying to sell something on eBay and somebody bought it, they could buy it and then charge back, get the item, charge back. PayPal would give them the money, and it'd be like you'd be out not just the money that they hypothetically gave you, but minus fees. So they would actually, they wouldn't make anything except the item, hypothetically, the snatch and grab. I don't know what it's called. They wouldn't really make anything unless they got the item, but you would lose all the costs of the fees, and they would never refund you. And that was bad But if you wanted to just be a jerk about it, I mean, not a jerk, I mean, just hold your ground, you could do so. You could just let your PayPal account go in a negative balance until they got their heads out of a bad place. Well, here's what has happened. Now your PayPal balance will not go into the negative. They'll just deposit. They'll just take it right out of your bank account. It's a new policy, and it's really bad. It's really bad because now people can do chargeback scams, and it's way worse. Way worse. PayPal is horrible. I need an alternative to PayPal that's relatively accessible to most people, because PayPal is, I'm done with that. I can't do that. I don't know what, I'll look up YouTube's though. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on me still. He said something different. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I've got stuff to do. Everybody read your Bible, but that's not good enough. Pray that God grants you the wisdom and knowledge to understand it. You know, pray a lot, and love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength, and pray that He gives you the ability to do that in the first place. Because you can't do it on your own. You can't do it on your own. So ask God to help you.